Of course, it was a windy day today, but we actually have seen conditions gradually improve throughout the day. So a little bit of sunshine peeking out. We took the dog out to the beach just to take a look at the waves, and he was loving it running around. We went out there at low tide, and there still was barely a beach to walk on. So water levels are still going to remain elevated through the night and into at least the first half of the day tomorrow. But we got rid of the rain pretty quickly, as forecasted. We expected that up until about 11 a.m. and midday, we'd be dealing with rainfall, but then after that, we'd likely get rid of most of the rain, and that was the case. All the rain is up towards the center of the system, which is up towards Richmond now, as it's really transitioning to a post-tropical system as we go into the night. And all of the rainfall going to lift to the north as the center of the system kind of drifts north and then northeast. It's going to cruise across the Chesapeake, across Delaware, across the state of New Jersey, and then into New England over the next coming days, but becoming very unorganized as it does so. So here locally, we get rid of the rain, have done so, and we're just left with the clouds through the night. Tomorrow actually shapes up to be a decent day. We could carve out some sunshine. Although for those along the northeastern North Carolina and the Outer Banks, could get a little bit of sunshine tomorrow. One thing we'll notice, though, through the night, the breeze has been changing and it's been switching. It's out of the south in some locations. Edenton, Currituck, Virginia Beach, slowly switching out of the southwest for the afternoon and evening high tide down along the Outer Banks. We saw some flooding on NC 12. One for some locations of the ocean overwash from the swell, but mainly because the breeze has switched out of the south-southwest, so it's pushing the water from the sound on the western side of the islands here. So there's been some flooding with the afternoon high tide. The next high tide coming up is around 2 a.m. Could see some additional flooding on NC 12 further south you go in the Outer Banks. Other than that, though, that's really only the main hazard I'm seeing outside for the night and tomorrow morning early. Then things look real good for the rest of our Sunday. Winds are flipping out of the southwest, starting to back off by tomorrow morning. Still a little breezy, but that's offshore conditions, and the offshore winds will clean up the surf. You want to catch a couple waves out there, bring the buoyant board as we deal with the incoming tide late morning into the noon hour, and then conditions will be getting better and better into tomorrow. Some stubborn clouds, yes, but we'll carve out a little sunshine. Further south you go, that's where temperatures could get to the mid to upper 80s. Further north you go, still going to be blanketed with those clouds, so temperatures likely pinned near 70 degrees or so. But that's okay, because we won't have to feel like fall. Today is the first day of fall. And what will help it feel a little bit more like fall by Monday, what is left of Ophelia will have a couple fronts associated with it. There'll be a trailing cool front that drops south into the region, keeps some clouds around, keeps it cooler into Monday, stays that way through the upcoming work week.